Hello Year 11, hope you are keeping well, hope you're enjoying the unexpected extra week at home. Most importantly, I hope that you are getting through the work that teachers are setting for you this week and are benefiting from that work. Please remember all your teachers are in work this week and are available to be contacted via email, via Teams, as are all your form tutors, myself, Mr. Winstanley, the assistant head of year. If you've got any problems, you've got any issues, please do get in touch with us via email or via Teams. Good point, kind of partway through the week, to catch up with you about a few things and make you aware of just a few pieces of information. The first kind of big key piece of information is obviously Mr. Johnson has placed the entire country into a national lockdown from Thursday, and you will be very aware as well that that will not include school closures, so schools are still opening as expected. We have reviewed a few things, we have put a couple of extra different bits in place. One major one which I'll talk about in a minute, but I really want to make a plea to you. You'll remember in that first week when we came back to school in September, I said to you all as a year group that there's going to be so much talk, there's going to be so much chat in the media, in newspapers, on social media about you, your exams and what's going to happen to both Year 11s and Year 13s. I've seen so many reports this week that all conflict each other. Reports that say you'll definitely be doing exams. Reports that say you definitely won't be doing exams. Reports that say absolutely anything they want about exams. Not at any point considering you guys. So please, 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 at the risk of sounding a little bit like Donald Trump, but please can you ignore all that you see or hear in the media, any rumours you might hear about exams. Anything you hear about exams, please ignore. All we know at this minute in time is that the government have said we're definitely doing exams. They'll take place 3 weeks later than usual in June, and that's what we're working towards. Anything else at the minute is all rumour and hearsay and is really not worth worrying about. That's what we're going to continue to plan for, and that's what I really hope happens. You guys deserve the opportunity to show what you can do, to show what you've learned over the course of your 5 years at Bishop Wand, and that's what we are completely planning for despite this new lockdown. One change that has happened in school that is worth you guys being aware of for your return, and I know you've already had this information sent out to you, but please do be aware that we have adapted our school policy that in the corridors, communal spaces such as in the toilets, in the canteen, in the hall, basically indoor places where you're going to be encountering a lot of people, you are now required to wear a face covering. The students who are in school this week have been brilliant at this. They're in the corridors with their face covering, their face mask on. Please can you make sure that you arrive to school next Monday with that face covering. You do not need to wear them in lessons. You do not need to wear them as you're learning. You don't need to wear them at lunchtime when you're outside, but in communal areas, indoors, particularly when you're moving between lesson to lesson in the Year 11 building, they are required. We have also increased ventilation in certain rooms, cleaning, different things to reflect this new lockdown, but continue to believe that school is the best and safest place for you guys over the coming months. So really do look forward to seeing you back in on Monday. One other sad change to report is that this is the sight that greeted me as I came to work on Monday morning. I'm sure you will have heard the strong winds on Sunday evening, and our time with the gazebo that was put up last week was unfortunately very short-lived, as the gazebo was completely torn down and actually took down a couple of benches, a couple of bins and part of a tree as well. So unfortunately we've lost the outdoor covering space. We have cleared it all up. I'm sure siblings, if you have siblings in school, will have told you that the gazebo was a bit of a wreck on Monday morning. We have cleared it up. We are looking at ordering spare parts and getting it strapped down properly over the coming weeks. So we may lose that for next week, but hopefully we'll have something back in place again. As you're at home doing that work from home this week, it's probably a good time to start thinking about revision. And this evening, Tuesday evening, Mr. Wood is going to put some resources on to show my homework for you guys. Mr. Wood has got a real passion and has been running a project all about revision for the past 2-3 years, and he's made a whole bank of revision with or a bank of videos on YouTube with revision tips, ideas on how to revise, basically anything linked to revision, he's got a video on it and how it can be done. He's created a playlist of 5 kind of key, short, sharp videos for you to watch that are really important, but he's then got loads of other ones which you may find interesting too. So over the course of the next couple of days, you may have a little bit more spare time at home, have a look at them, start to think about what you can apply, what ideas you can take from Mr. Wood and what you can put towards your own revision. And that's going to be particularly important coming up in the next few weeks, because the school have just confirmed to me this week that your mock exams are going to take place after Christmas in January 2021. They typically take place for year 11s in December, just before Christmas, but obviously having had a bit of time outside of school, another week this week, they felt it was best to just put them back a little bit, give us a full term's worth of in-lesson learning and preparation for the mocks, and that these mocks will take place when we return after the Christmas holidays. A timetable will follow with a bit more information and specifics on dates and what exam you've got at different times, but we've now got that date to work towards. We now have that first kind of checkpoint in our exam journey this year, and that's our first set of mocks in January. Typically there'll be a second set then held in March. School's still to confirm when they will take place, whether they stay in March or whether they will be put back a month as well, but we are definitely doing our first set of mocks in January 2021. Your classroom teachers will give you more specifics about what is to be expected on each of those mocks, if you'll be doing a full GCSE paper, for example, or whether it'll be specific topics to focus on. But this week now starts and marks the preparation for our January mocks. Year 11, thank you for all the hard work I know you're going to put in. Like I say, it has been a really, really quiet week here at Bishopbourne. Without you guys, school has seemed, to be quite honest, a little bit more boring without the year 11s in. We are all really looking forward to having you back next week. Stay safe, and we'll see you soon.